our preseason, I'm still trying to get a handle where we're exactly at. We played St. Norbert's, who's always historically been a really good team in a scrimmage, and we ended up taking the clock down after 20 minutes and resetting, but the score is 45-15 at halftime. You feel pretty good. We go to Michigan State, and the halftime score is about 45-15 on two different levels. So it's hard to get a read there. I know overall our practices have been very good. We've got improvement by a lot of our players. I think now going into the real games, excited to actually get going in real competition and see where we really stand. I mean, you're still either, irregardless of the score, trying to run your stuff. In the first half, we certainly panicked, I thought is the best way to put it, which was disappointing in that a veteran team like we had, I would have hoped to seen us not have that happen. But again, there's only so many times at the Division II level you play in front of 16,000 fans as well. Takeaways from the game, we need to do a better job of playing at the pace that we're capable of playing at. So that was a great wake-up call. Had some good performances for some of our players. Naba, and in my estimation, could play at that level, could play at the Big Ten level. Miles Howard had a really good game. A lot of the things that he did worked in that game, and some of the things that he was capable of doing, like for instance, he comes on a roll and is 2 feet above the rim and is going to dunk it, and the other guy's 3 feet above the rim and blocks it. The big thing you have to be able to do is get yourself in a situation where you're improving all the time. I don't really take a whole lot into account preseason polls. I mean, I've been picked everywhere, dead last and first. What happens in the meat of the season is going to dictate where you go, and I think that's the biggest thing is from not only the first day of practice to the first game, but truly into January and February, what type of improvement level you have as a team and how you're playing, and that's what we're striving for. It's a team that is in transition. A new coach that comes in from Truman State, where he was super successful. It's an offense that's really hard to defend because they space the floor out so well. There's really 5 guys out. It's a 5-wide motion offense, and there's so many unknowns. Brand new team for him. What is he going to decide to do on the offense and defensive side? So you have to kind of look at film from Truman, look at film from McKendree, and make an educated guess as far as what you think is the best way to go. And then coming into the next game, Lewis is picked second in their conference, perennial power. So we have 2 really, really good tests to start the year. It's great to get home games. I mean, it's always unique going into the Berry. For our freshmen, they go in there for the first time, and it's a whole new experience. Super important to get home games here before conference season starts, so you can get a really good feel of, again, what it's like to play in there, the adjustments you have to make, and so I'm just happy that we get 3 games in there before we start in the league season. I mean, you find out where your team is. I mean, like I said, the St. Norbert's game. St. Norbert's is a good program, but I have no idea after that who we were. We all thought we were pretty good, but it's not an indicative test, and I think that's what we're going to get here early is okay, where do we stand right now, and where do we need to go from here?